my 3-year-old, while she ain't seen me all weekend? How do I explain to my 3-year-old what his death has done to me? How do I explain to another black man was killed by police? They killed him, shot him in the back in cold blood, and now we stand in awe and anger and pain, and I'm not exactly sure why we're shocked. It's not new, it's more the same. Black blood flowing in the white man's streets, black blood flowing with those let that pig free. See, history repeats itself, and yet we never learn. Perhaps the only way they'll know is if we let this city burn. I am Oscar Grant, that is what the masses scream, and I see thousands in the streets, yet feel I'm in a dream. How can we be Oscar Grant? Will we be there when his baby girl screams? And will we be there to answer the question which he asked while there are no cell phones in heaven? So now I'm on a hell-bent mission to turn, tear down, and destroy this system that murders my men without retribution because that bastard gives me permission to do as they see fit. But how do I explain to my 3-year-old why I'm marching in these streets? How do I explain to my 3-year-old why she ain't seen me all weekend? How do I explain to my 3-year-old what his death has done to me? How do I explain to my 3-year-old another black man was killed by police? And now we've reached the breaking point, but I wonder what we'll do. Is this a fight for Oscar Grant or an attack on the red, white, and blue? His death has stamped a clear impression, the mentality that was the birth of this system, that enslaved us then and murders us now, and still there are some who wonder how this could happen here and today, but we're not free, man. Still merely slaves. But the cops and the Klan played out the same game, slave owners and chasers did back in the day. See, history repeats itself, and yet we never learn. Perhaps the only way they'll know is if we let this city burn, but how do I explain to my why I'm marching in these streets? How do I explain to my 3-year-old why she ain't seen me all weekend? How do I explain to my 3-year-old what his death has done to me? How do I explain to my 3-year-old another black man was killed by police? I'm in these streets because I have to be. Because I can't stand the thought of it being you and not me, and there's nothing else in the world that matters to me. See, with your birth, I finally reached the end of saying to myself, one day when the white man decides to set me free, I'll finally discover what it means to be me, but that's not the fate I want for you, and that is why I do what I do, and maybe one day you'll understand, and maybe one day you won't. But I couldn't stand to be in my skin if I didn't teach you to fight to win it. Nothing matters if we're not free. And that is my hope for my legacy, that I am truly raising a revolutionary, and she won't have to be cautionary in her struggle for freedom and revolt for her rights, and God knows I hope I'm teaching you right. So yes, baby girl, I'll be late again tonight. Somebody help me explain to my 3-year-old why I'm marching in the streets. Help me explain to my 3-year-old while she ain't seen me all week. Help me explain to my 3-year-old what his death has done to me. Help me explain to my 3-year-old why another black man was killed by police. Thank you.